This is a very unique piece here today, guys, and it all focuses around the Enhanced Design Sidewinder grip module. It allows it to accept a stock. So we can insert right here. Yes, of course, it's an SBR now. We'll go over that later. But now we have the ultimate survival package. Think about it. You want a takedown rifle that weighs, 6 pounds or so? Or do you want this compact, lightweight, 2.5 pound package for a survival pack? I think it's a neat thing. We're going to go over the whole thing today. But if you like cool and unique firearms, you're going to like our sponsor, Collectors Firearms. CollectorsFirearms.com. Go check them out. Over 12,000 firearms in stock, 500 swords, and they specialize anything from the new and modern to the old and antique and collectible. They have a retail store in Houston, Texas that looks downright impressive because I saw pictures of cannons and even an APC. So whether you're an aspiring lumberjack or a competition shooter, plinker, or collector, they'll have what's right for you. They have expert staff on hand 7 days a week to answer any of your questions, so just give them a call over at Collectors Firearms. Now let's get on with this fun guy. Now Enhanced did a really neat build. They picked some top-of-the-line parts, and I think they did a great job designing this package. So of course we have our Sidewinder that lets us unfold right here. This is the Fab Defense Cobra stock, and I'm glad they put the Hollow Sun on top of it, because while this Packlight integrally suppressed TSS upper has a great sight radius, those iron sights are pretty low to try to use once you do have the stock on it, so the red dot is a perfect height. I know you want to hear what it sounds like, so let's shut up and shoot, get some rounds down range. I see a tree out there that we will have its demise. If you're in the woods, you're going to kind of just think a deer sneezed or something. So it's pretty stinking cool. And of course, you could just say, well, why not just have a pistol? Well, come on, would you ever just want a pistol if you could have a rifle? So let's put some side-by-side pistol versus rifle. That 1 second plate guy hit it, just didn't go down till he hit it again. Now with the rifle. So, I don't know. I'm pretty good with the pistol though, so it wouldn't surprise me if, the times are pretty close to each other. I feel like I have more mobility with a pistol, but you're going to have better follow-up shots and, of course, more stable platform with the rifle. Let's go again just for fun. I do feel like it's easier with a rifle, though, because you can just sweep and you don't have near as much jump, even though it's just a 22. All right, and there's 4. That's kind of fun. Let's keep playing. What surprised me today is I pulled out my holster for that works with these 2245s, and it totally works with the stock still. So that was I was just like, what? Because of course I thought, oh, I'll probably have to take the stock off. But no, it works with and without it. And so if you just want to use it as a pistol, I mean, you can do that even with it undeployed. And then you're like, man, I just need some better stability. You can totally just flick it out there. And it actually comes off the pistol better than, or easier than it does to deploy and undeploy it, because to fold it up we have to hit one button here, and then we have to hit one button there, and then we can fold it in. To redeploy it, we also have to hit that button, because yeah, I'm gonna break it if I try to force it through that detent. But then this one unfolds without having to push the button. We have a LaRue fast target down there. It was dropping pretty fast though, so these are higher velocities, but shooting at the head, we hit at the belly button. So let's see if we can get some rounds down range. I'm going to tone my dot just a bit for precision. So I think we got about half of them on just in a kind of a volley of fire. and I was putting 4 inches over the top of the head to hit them. So kind of cool. You do have a little bit of slop in this Fab Defense. That's nothing about the Sidewinder itself, but just you've got a little bit, so it makes a lot of difference in movement. So what I found myself doing is just go ahead and putting pressure to keep it to the right, so we keep it steady. I have some mags that would not fit. The rear of it would catch, and it's just different generations of Ruger magazines. So I just actually this is the one that did fit, but I went to my bench grinder and just kind of ground them down a little bit so they're all flat and they flush and they work now. Also, because of the larger palm swell that we have on the grip, it makes it hard to reach the magazine release with my thumb, so I ended up just using my middle finger to reach around and grab it for the mag release, but that's just a simple thing of adapting. So what makes this possible is the Sidewinder grip module. If you have any Ruger 2245 that has removable grips, even a Volquartsen Scorpion would work. Now remember, Rugers and all these designs of the 2245s, the Mark series and all those, the serialized portion is the upper receiver barrel, which AR guys, you know, and I've heard of some FFL screwing up and not knowing and thinking they can sell this part without the background check and registration, all that trash. So for this purpose, this is our registered SBR, and of course it's a 2-stamper because it's suppressed as well. We actually have a full review of the Packlight 4 TSS on the channel, so we'll try to leave a link for you as well. 160 yards out there, we have a buffalo target. The kids at Marksman Camp absolutely loved it, although it went back and forth. No, it's a bison, it's a buffalo. Okay, anyway, we're gonna see what kind of hold we're gonna be. We're gonna give it 3 foot at first over the top. Finally getting them in there. If you're buffalo hunting with a 22 at 160 yards, we gotta talk. On the practical application, if you had this as a small game survival setup, we have a squirrel out there, Ballistic Squirrel by Clear Ballistics. Let's see what a 22 hollow point will do to it. Oh, this sounded awesome. Let's go see. Looks like we did have a expansion and tumbling back here. So our hollow point started to expand about 2 inches, 1.5 inches in, which when you think of a normal size squirrel, that might not be too effective, but once it gets to about 4 inches, we had full expansion, it seems. So we put our squirrel out at 50 yards this time. That's probably going to be your max in a survival, I imagine. But if you're hungry, you're hungry. It got small. Let's see if we can whack it. I think we whacked it. That's pretty good for a 50 yard single shot. Let's go. Interestingly enough, I don't see expansion like we did at 25 yards. So that's something to also think about. So this is, here's our 25 yards by comparison. You had a little bit of flower about there, about 4 inches. We had a clear shot go straight through. Of course, it's just a squirrel. It'll die. But interesting, subsonic CCI hollow point. There you have it, the Enhanced System Sidewinder grip module. I think it's pretty cool. Of course, you will have to pay that $200 tax for the SBR portion. I think it's a pretty neat setup and it might catch on. So leave a comment. What do you think about it? Do you think there's something better? And make sure you check out our 1 million subscriber giveaway. The link will be on the link tree or on the website. Thanks for watching today, guys. Okay, I love you. Bye-bye.